It's almost time for the beginning of Advent. The Advent season begins on November 28th this year, and the season of Advent is the time, it's an ancient custom in the Christian church to spend the time leading up to Christmas, remembering the long waiting and hope and longing of God's people for God to keep his promises that he kept by sending Jesus to be born into our world. And it's also a time of sharpening our expectation of the second coming of Christ to set right all that has gone wrong in our world. This year, I wanted to offer you a book that might be helpful to you, a book of daily reflections and meditations on the season of Advent. It's this book, Shadow and Light, by Tish Oxenreider, and it's a wonderful book that's been very helpful to me. And what it is, it takes a brief introduction explaining what Advent is, and then for each day of Advent, there's a very brief reading, like 2 paragraphs, and then a short scripture passage that you either read or you pray through, depending on the passage, and then a question to spark reflection in you based on that scripture and that reading. And then something I really like is that for each day, she offers a song that you can go look up on YouTube or the internet or listen to, and then a piece of artwork, because there's so much music and art that Christians around the world and throughout the past 2,000 years of history have created in response to the themes of Advent and Christmas. And she finds some really beautiful stuff, including a lot of things that I had never seen or heard of before. That really wonderful, beautiful songs that capture the longing of the season, the longing for all things to be made right, a longing that maybe a lot of us are feeling, especially this year, where there's a lot of darkness and we need that light to shine through. She also gives very simple practices that you can do each day as you do these readings, like she shows you sort of lighting the candles, similar to what we do at church on the Sundays of Advent. So again, it's Shadow and Light by Tish Oxenreider. It's available wherever you buy books. We have an extra copy if you'd like to borrow one from me and Mel. It's also available electronically on Kindle and so forth, but not required, obviously, but I would encourage you to check out something like this as a way of thinking about the season and not letting it just pass by in a blur of preparation for Christmas, but really using it to think about who we are and what it is that we're waiting for in this world.